Al Caudullo for 360 today, and I'm here with Xavier. Xavier, how are you this morning?
Hello, Al. How are you? Very well.
Very good, very good. And I've got this beautiful watch on that Xavier is letting me wear. I don't think he'll let me leave the booth with it, but I get to wear it for a few minutes. This is called pronounce that name.
Czapek.
Czapek. Okay. And this is a beautiful Swiss watch. But now, Xavier, tell me a little bit more about Czapek, about these watches. What makes them unique? What makes them so special?
What makes Czapek, well, what makes the watches special is the work that is behind a certain quest for beauty. All right. Here, what is interesting is that every watchmaker, every watch brand try to present itself under a special angle. And our angle is actually to work a lot on the watch, on every detail, right, and try to find an harmony and a beauty that is always made from two things. One is easy to understand, a bit classic, a bit, and the other one is not digestible, surprising, ephemeral. Okay,
a little bit upset.
Exactly, and that's what makes beauty. You know, this unbalance, apparent balance that is unbalanced, apparent harmony with a little bit of chaos in it. Okay, so I'll give you an example.
Just a touch of chaos.
Yeah. Let's look at your watch.
Okay, let's take a look at my watch.
So here you have the. So let me take my glasses out because I don't see anymore now that I'm more than just 50. So you have fleur-de-lis hands here.
Right.
But here you have a Roman hand. It's a different type of sets. Okay,
just a touch of chaos.
Oh, exactly. But from far they meet very well.
Yes, they do.
And in fact, they recreate an harmony. And this is what is interesting. These two subdials in black enamel are slightly off, the center. That's also a touch of, changing the things.
Interesting.
And you try to find the harmony and the beauty by having this little touch. So this is what I would say makes a Czapek watch unique. The work on the details that would make it so unusual. Right. And at the same time, from far it looks like something you know already. But no, when you look in detail, it's surprising. Okay. Of course, then, if you look at the movement itself,
yes,
it's a beautiful movement.
Okay, so let's take it off and let's take a look at the movement
sorry,
from the back. I get to wear it for a little while.
I know. You suffer now.
I'm crying. I'm going to be crying.
So. Okay.
Let's
talk a bit serious watchmaking now.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to be difficult because of the masse oscillante. I stop for a second the watch. So first of all, you see that the balance has 4 little sort of screws to tune it.
Let me bring it close to camera for a second. Just so that everybody can have a good look
that
at
the balance,
it.
That the rotor doesn't come over. So let me try to
get it.
Yeah, it's very difficult because the rotor.
Oh yes, it was covering it, and now we can see that much better.
So this is in every watch something you should look at.
Okay.
Because it makes it tells you about how refined is the regulation system. Then once you've looked at that, you start it. And the second beauty of that movement is that it's a 5 Hz movement. When you go to 5 Hz, you go much faster than usual 3 or 4 Hz, and it gives you more reliability, more repeatability,
and more accuracy. I would imagine.
More accuracy in the end. Plus, one good thing about the chronos is that it gives you a tenth of a second.
Oh, nice.
Because you can cut 5 Hz into a tenth of a second.
Right.
So. Second thing, the 5 Hz. Third thing would be here, the vertical clutch. Okay, so it's like in a car. Okay, you have 2 systems of clutches in chronograph. You have the horizontal one.
Right.
It's nice, it's visible, it's more for beauty because it makes a little jump.
Right.
Forward or backward, quarter of a second. If you're a purist, you want like a perfect start. And then you have to use a sort of a vertical clutch, like in a car. So if you want, the 2 wheels are touching each other.
Right.
And they are immediately starting. You have no jump. So when here you do start and stop, there is never any jump.
Wow.
It's always perfect.
It's just so smooth.
So this is thanks to the vertical clutch that is here. Okay? Then you continue to look at the watch and you have here the column wheel, which works for the start-stop. It's a very efficient system that is used in many chronographs. Okay? For the start and stop. Then you continue and you have the reset function. And for the reset, we use a hammer. Here it's a linear hammer.
Okay.
And you see it here, it's going to go through the caliber, up, disappeared, now it's below. and it has put all the hands
Right.
back to this position.
So it centers it back up.
Yeah, exactly. There are some wheels here that we call the hearts, okay, typical from a chronograph, and we put the hearts in the right position. So this is, if you want, it takes the best of the best chronograph movements ever created, a caliber ever created, and all together put them in one chrono. So that's kind of.
Well, I have to say, Xavier, listening to you talk about this watch, first of all, I sense the passion and the beauty, and it's a combination, I think, with Swiss watchmaking of science and art. And I think this watch really epitomizes that
Yeah.
beautifully.
Now, if you have a beautiful car if you have a beautiful engine in
Yes.
your car, if you get the engine, you think, okay, let's work on the chassis.
Right.
Okay, so the chassis, here comes the chassis. So
Yes.
that's the case of the watch.
Yes.
And here we really have an extraordinary movement, extremely expensive movement, extremely expensive. So we have worked on doing a case that was at the level of that movement.
Right.
So you see here, it's this recess that is here.
Yes.
This is very typical from Czapek. That
Wow.
was invented for our first steel case in the Quai des Bergues. That's very, if you touch with the finger,
Yes.
with the finger like this.
Yes.
You see how ergonomic it is?
Mhm.
It's like the body of a woman.
It's
so
like a racing stripe.
and
Smooth and
then
sleek.
here you have the same sensation.
But I kind of like
when
your
we-
analogy of the body of a woman. That's
Yeah.
actually, so if you bring it up a little bit to show that, that's quite marvelous.
And here you have a more, I would say, a lot more sporty version of it, a little bit more muscular version of it.
Okay.
And on the other side, what we have done is that the crown protection that was here,
Right.
to protect the winding, the winding crown,
Right.
they have been changed into pushers,
I see that.
and that's absolutely unique.
Now, what's the idea behind having buttons, more or less, to activate, to stop
Just
and start?
start of the stopwatch. you know?
Okay.
So
So that's those
one
are
time,
your
so-
stopwatch functions for the chronograph.
But very often you have like big champion mushrooms.
Yeah. This
Okay.
is so smooth and elegant.
That's the point. And still at the same time really have this sporty look. So you see that you understand how we work, no?
Absolutely.
And we're a very small company, so this means actually that you're gonna get the best people on working on every details, and you're gonna rework day and night until you get it to the point where it's perfect.
My friend, if they all have the passion that you have about this watch,
They have.
It's got to be amazing.
You know, making a watch, we work, as I told you, we're a small company, but we work the old way. It was called établissage.
Right.
So in this type of work, you were all the farmers around you, and everyone was during the winter producing wheels, pinions, and other parts, other components.
Okay.
So we put around that watch a lot of people, like you when you do a movie.
Right.
Okay, so we hire someone for the lights, we hire
Exactly.
someone for the sound, we hire someone
Exactly.
for the cutting,
Yep.
we hire someone for the actors, the dressers, everything, and that's the same way. So a watch is made, in that case, the case is made by Aurélien, the movement has been made by the guys in Vaucher, the dial, I mean this dial is amazing. That's the first time you see a panda dial with black enamel in it. Black
Yes.
enamel is extremely rare, only
Yes.
7 companies
Really?
have black enamel.
I didn't realize it was that rare. That's
And-
amazing.
And here, if you look carefully, I don't know if your eyes are good enough, you can see there is a secret signature inside the black enamel.
I think I'd have to get a magnifying glass. You have a loop.
I have a loop for you.
Let's take a look.
Over the 6,
I see it.
there's a little
Wow.
Czapek. There's a signature
That's
of
amazing.
It's a signature of Czapek when he created his company in 1845.
And that's a
So-
little something that, unless you know about it, I don't think most people
No,
would
exactly.
notice.
That's the beauty of it, to hide
Exactly.
the detail.
It doesn't have to be in your face.
Exactly. That's the point.
And this is definitely, of the ones I've seen so far, this is definitely my favorite. So what is the price point on this watch?
So it's 24,000 Swiss francs.
Okay.
And it's in baht, it's about 900,000.
Okay.
I don't know if you use baht in radio or
well,
if you
actually,
use
we'd be
US dollar.
US dollar more.
So US dollar is
US
going to
dollar.
be 20 because in the US there is a slight
Right.
tax
Right.
duty of 3%. So it's going to be 25,200 or 25,300, 25,300.
Okay,
I think
there you
that's
have
the
it.
exact price.
So guys, start saving your money because this is the watch that you need to have. Thank you so much, Xavier.
Thanks a lot. Nice meeting you, Alfred.
Good meeting you.
Excellent. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.